Hey guys, welcome to another sweet video here. So I've been kind of getting off topic a little bit on what certain knives are and stuff like that, and basically I've been trying to build these survival kits and started out with an Altoid tin and got a little bit bigger, and this is what I ended up with. Fits in the palm of my hand. You can easily put it in your pocket. It's not that big. Don't get trapped into that philosophy that you got to have everything in an Altoid can. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, come on. This isn't even going to be the end of what I have. I mean, I have big backpacks with so much stuff that you can hardly lift it. I mean, let's face it. You're gonna hardly ever be in anywhere in your life that you're gonna not be without major things such as saws, such as large knives, such as tents, shelters, all this stuff. If you're here and if you've made it even to this point where you're watching this video, you're the type of person that will be prepared 99.99% of their whole life. I've lived a long time. I've never been in a situation yet where I wasn't prepared. So, I mean, what does that tell you? There's times I've been out in the woods. I've been 40, 50 miles from a single soul, and I've forgotten things and wished I had things, but I was always prepared. I always had the things that I needed: tents, camping gear, all that stuff. So the whole point is being prepared. What's in this kit is some amazing stuff that could save your life. But like a lot of these other videos, this is a subset of a subset of a subset. I mean, it's the last resort. You could put this in your pants pockets. It fits just fine. I mean, it's not even as big as my hand. Okay? So you can easily fit this into your pants pocket. I guess what I'm getting at is it doesn't matter what's in this stupid kit. What matters is that you're prepared, that you've practiced, and that you know every single thing that you can do. The first thing is you get in trouble, you got to stay calm. You have to stay calm. You have to use your head. Hopefully you've watched a lot of videos. Hopefully you've practiced your whole life leading up to that point. Hopefully you have other people there that can help you as well. I don't care what anybody says. Having other people around is a big deal. Chances are you might get in a situation where you don't have other people around, and that's where using your knowledge, your practice, your ability to stay calm and focused might save your life. This is no different than all the other things. What's in this kit is your basic stuff. In my opinion, some of the better things that you can put in a small, concise package. So it does no good though if you don't know how to use it. If you've never started a fire before, then this is almost useless. But if you don't know how to collect water, if you don't know how to build a shelter, if you don't know how to, all those things are useless if you don't have all the other things almost anyways. The chances of you being stuck in the woods, stuck somewhere without anything, like I said, I mean, that's 0.001% chance that that'll ever happen. So, you know, all I can say is these are the basic things where if you've got thrown off a boat and you had to swim to an island, this would be enough to hopefully get you rescued and saved. So I'm just going to get right into it. I got 3M 33 plus tape. This is some of the best tape that you can buy. Period. Okay, this is good quality stuff. You can reuse that. So we got tape, lots of it. We got lots and lots and lots of tape. I mean, it's just absolutely sick to be some of these people that are getting confined to these Altoid tins. I mean, don't get yourself into that don't get yourself into that problem, because you're sacrificing a lot. So look at that. We got 3 almost 2 feet long strips of tape. This here is a bandana. Picked it up at Gander Mountain. We'll get to this. Oh, I forgot to put the magnifying glass and the compass in. So these are really important pieces that you have. You know, you should always have a magnifying glass that can start fire. You can look for splinters, slivers. Good to have a little magnifying glass. And how's that for a little one? Pretty sweet. And a compass. Everybody knows you need to know your direction. The cool thing about this more than anything is it's got information, right? I mean, nobody can remember everything, so it's good to just have this. Everybody's went through these things before if you've watched enough videos or if you've seen this. These are the things you can use this bandana for, just some of them. Signal flag, breathing mask, sun protection, cold compress, kitchen helper, water filter, bandage. You can mark a trail, you can make a tea bag, you can collect water, and it can cool your body. Throughout the whole thing, it tells what you can use tools for. It tells how to build shelters. It tells how to navigate. It tells how to tells about hypothermia. I mean, it tells about all kinds of things. So this is a really nice bandana that can be used for so many things. I thought I gotta have that. All right, this is my waterproof container survival kit. Same thing. I got a lot of tape. I wrapped this up, so yeah. The idea here is not to be taking this out every 2 seconds and gonna open it up and have a deal. So now we got about 6 more feet of tape. The idea is that I'm not gonna be opening this. I'm just not gonna be opening this. This is like a $2 container at Walmart. All right, bam. Now I got another container. I can put so many different things in here. Collect water, collect tinder, all kinds of stuff. You can just fit so much stuff in there. It's just unbelievable. All right. This is my Altoids tin. Yes, the Altoids tin. Everybody wants an Altoids tin. So many good things you can do with the metal tin. These are little, they're like rubber bands, but they're for hair. Got those at Walmart too. Amazing all the stuff we can get at Walmart. I got 20 of these. They're awesome. They're awesome little deals we can use for so many different things. Okay, here's the Altoid tin. What do we got in the Altoid tin? Oh, I got so much stuff. It's just unbelievable. 4mm little bag. You can use that for collecting water. You could store all your stuff in. Just good to have a solid, strong 4mm thick plastic bag. I really like that. I have to move some of the stuff around. Okay, I got lots of these little pieces. This is jute. For those that I'm seeing a lot of people making paracord stuff, and within the paracord they call it like a fire cord or fire cord. All that is jute. So this is not to be confused with hemp, sisal, twine, all these other things. Jute is its own thing, and jute is extremely flammable. So what other people have said is you can make like a bird's nest. I've actually done this and tried this, but this stuff lights and it burns. It's not like if you're lighting sisal or twine or all this other stuff, it's not going to burn at all. But if you light jute, this is extremely flammable. So it's one of the best tinders that I've found that's relatively inexpensive and cheap. It's called jute, Jute. About 5-6 years ago, I discovered it, and You can weave this into your bracelets. You can have little pieces like this. This is just a 1-inch piece, but that's enough right there for a spark to hit or a light, and it's just amazing how much that can do. So I got all kinds of those little pieces. I got another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so here's another item that's in here. All this stuff is in the survival kit. I'll even give you a close-up view here. Okay, we're going to get to all of it. So this here is a little flashlight and a laser. You want this. Look at that. Sweet. You want this because this is going to signal. This is one of your ways you can signal. Same with this. You know, I've always thought having a little laser is probably one of the best things you can have. I mean, why do you think they want to arrest people at near airports or in cities, pointing these things at planes? Because it interferes with the pilots. This is the #1 thing that you should carry with you everywhere. And if you can, get a green one. I couldn't get a green one this small, but if I had built another survival kit, a bigger one, I'd have a green laser. But what's cool about this is you got a light and you got a laser. Oh yeah, and best of all, this was $1 at the dollar store. So that's a good item to have. Got another piece of little jute. Stuff is extremely flammable. Okay, this here is Tufline, wrapped up in a little Ziploc bag, which can be used for collecting tinder or whatever. And then I got more black tape, 3M33 plus. This is Tufline, 20 pounds. This is 20 feet of this line. Extremely strong, durable fishing line. Highly, highly recommend this type of fishing line. Some of the other ones out there are really good too. Spiderwire, Fusion line, all these other ones. But I've used this Tufline. Amazing stuff for fishing. All right, one of the most important things, fire. Gotta have fire. That's awesome. These little Bic. That's a mini Bic lighter, and then when you don't have fire, you can still get the sparks enough to light those little pieces of jute. Okay, I do also have 3 different needles taped here. It's important. Got several matches. These are not just normal matches. These are actually strike anywhere matches. You could probably dip those in the clear nail polish stuff if you wanted, waterproof them. But since my whole case is waterproof, I'm not really super concerned. Super glue. Crazy glue, super glue. This can be used for wounds. This is a mini thing of super glue, so you can use it for sealing wounds. This is not a recommended thing that I recommend, but if in an emergency, if you needed to, this would work out really well. Candle. You should have some sort of fire that can, you light that and bam, you can have fire for a lot longer time to start something else. Now we're getting into some of the flat things that I have. This is another look. We'll get to that stuff later. I'll show you that later. Okay, safety pins. Another match. I got a lot of ibuprofen. Couldn't really fit these in any other way, so I just put them in. But those are really good ibuprofen. Let's see what else I got in here. Another large safety pin. You can build these however you want. I didn't put any small ones in, but I could have. Got a little pencil, red. That'll come in handy writing on some of the writing stuff. Another match, strike anywhere. So I've seen a lot of people with these matches, and they're not strike anywhere matches. Take the time, go to your grocery store, go to a hardware store, go somewhere, look all over, find the kind that are strike anywhere. You don't want to have to rely on something that you bring in your case to light it. Get a strike anywhere match. It's so simple. Even a caveman could do it. All right, I got some more. Got to set this down for a second. Two things here. So I got wood that we can use for more tinder slash kindling. This is a different type of fishing line. That's a special braid, very special braided 50-pound line. There's at least 20 feet on that as well. Maybe not quite 20 feet. It might only be 10 feet. This here is wire. I believe it's 18 gauge wire. This can be used for so many different uses. Nobody really has this, but inside is the actual wire. But you can use this for so many different things. You know, wrapping things. Thousands of uses for this. Who knows? You can't even almost a foot of that. Let's see what else. Here's my titanium whistle. This is a really, really good titanium whistle. Pretty loud. That's probably the best whistle I've ever seen. A few things here. Here's my fishing hooks. I got these are special. They're not Gamaguchi, but they're just like the Gamaguchi hooks. Not sure what size they are, but there's like 10 or 12 of these hooks. People get so caught up in thinking they have to have these giant hooks. You don't need a giant hook. Most of the fish you're going to catch are going to be little fish. Something like this will catch. I'm a fisherman, and I've fished my whole entire life. This is the type of it doesn't hurt to have larger hooks at all, but these are excellent. And it comes in a little plastic protective case. I got a little bit of sandpaper. Got a hacksaw blade in case you need to cut steel. Large nail. Galvanized. Got another one. I got my thread here. This is special thread for sewing. Goes with the needles. I got another piece of that wire. Same type of wire, 18 gauge. This is 18 gauge wire. That'll come in handy for a lot of different things. Let's see. Got my Leatherman Style CS. This is a really sweet tool. Here's my tweezers. Thing I like about the tweezers on this Leatherman is it's actually, if I can get that focused, it's extremely sharp. So this tweezers isn't like your normal Swiss Army knife. It's actually a sharpened. That's a sharp tweezers. Really good tweezers. It's got a can bottle opener. Got a nail file right here. And a screwdriver bit. You got your main blade. You don't even have to open it up. Extremely sharp. I did even sharpen that up a little bit. You shouldn't even have a blade if you don't sharpen it. So yeah, that's extremely sharp. If it don't shave hair, why do you have it? Yeah. Scissors. Very important to have a scissors too. So that's one of my main tools. Where I sacrifice a lot on one of the differences between my little Altoid tin and a lot of others is that I actually have a real knife in here. This is the Buck 503 Prince. Heavy duty knife that does a hell of a job. I would put this up against any knife out there. Nice blade, super sharp, I mean, you can't go wrong with this knife. Highly encourage people to build their container and put a good knife in there. So I got both. I got that and that. That sacrificed a lot of stuff, but I have pretty much everything anyway. I got some more ibuprofen. I got my thread. We already looked at the thread. Here's my little weights. These are for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's for the fishing line. That'll work out good. Tinfoil. I did not skimp on the tinfoil. This is heavy duty tinfoil. About 2 square feet of it. Not thin. It's heavy duty. You can use this for cooking, signaling, millions of different uses for that. Band-aids. Got fabric band-aids. And then I got, this is a special Havalon blade that comes in this airtight seal. I'll show you what that looks like. I actually opened it earlier, but I want to show you what it looks like. This is the Havalon blade. These are the best blades that I've found yet. Beats any type of razor blade. It beats basically any type of blade that you might have. So I just threw one of those in there. That can be used for a lot of different things. Love that blade. Then still got this packet here. I'll just pull out all this stuff. Got a nice little plastic pouch again, 4 millimeters thick. More sandpaper. Got something to write on. I like bright orange because you can see if you ever had to leave something behind, you can easily see that. Got 2 sheets of that. This is tinfoil tape. So it's like a special tape that they use for ductwork. Fit really good. This here is a coffee filter. Could be used for filtering things. We could use the bandana for that too, but or you could use it as a mask. It's a good little thing there. More of the paper and another band-aid. So a couple things I'm going to add that I didn't get to put in here yet that I am going to add. I'm going to add a little bit of sunscreen. I think that's good to have. And then I'm going to also add some alcohol swabs, and I'm also going to add maybe a couple different types of bandages, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So for what you have here, I feel this is a superior kit compared to a lot of the ones that you see out there. Obviously, you can customize this even a little bit more. It takes time to build these. It does take time to build these, but once you do, I think you're better off. Just in case something happens, in case you fall off the boat, you know, just in case. Another thing that I didn't put in here, that just for the video I didn't put in here, is I think it's important to have some money. You know, maybe 20 bucks, maybe 50 bucks. And I also think it's good to have picture of somebody, people that you care about, people that you can remember for spirit lifting you up, and maybe even some phone numbers and some quotes, you know, things that, you know, phrases that lift you up. I think those are really important, simple things you can do. So I will add those. I just haven't yet. This is a standard Altoid tin. You can use this for boiling water. You can use this for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of uses. So yeah, I mean, this is my kit. I know this is a little long-winded, but again, back to the philosophy. None of these things are any good if you don't know how to use them. Where I like having the good knife is with a really good knife, you can make a lot of tools out in the woods. I think there's an argument to be made for being able to actually number one, make fire multiple different ways. We have multiple different ways. If you want to throw in a third way, you could get um, a little rod, one of those magnesium ferrocerium type rods, and you know, flint rods. You can get one of those. And then number two, having the ability to make shelter and tools and, you know, all these other things. With a good knife, you can do that. So I would throw out there to all of these people that are building these kits, something like this. Let me just show you the size difference. Which knife would you rather have? This little shitty one on here, or this really nice one with my buck? Yeah, I'll let you decide. If my life's depending on it, I want a good knife. Obviously, we would all probably be carrying other things with us, but this is in the event that you don't have something else. What are you gonna rely on? So anything that you might think of that I didn't have in my kit would have been sacrificed for having this knife, which I can make hundreds of tools. I can carve a bowl. I mean, I can make so many things out of this with this knife that will hold up better than this one. You can do a lot with this one too. But I would say get yourself a good knife and put it in there, and do like I did and even have both. And don't limit yourself to just these little Altoid cans. I mean, how nice is that? Have another thing. Have a bandana. Have all this stuff. There's no sense doing it and just having you know, just this. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. So to me, this is a great start. I also think for survival, it's ongoing. So there's never any point where you have everything you want. Never. There's just never any point where you have everything you want. You know, so for me, having a scissors is more valuable than having a pliers. Obviously, to some people, they're probably going to disagree on that, but I like having a scissors. You can make all kinds of things in the woods or wherever you are with a knife that act like a pliers. And with the wire, the nails, I mean, there's so many things we can do, you know. I mean, you know, you can do so many things with all of these. So I would start practicing if I were you guys. Start knowing how to do this basic stuff. And I'm talking more to the younger people, not the experienced people. Let's face it, if someone's really experienced, they aren't going on YouTube checking this kind of crap out. They're out already living it and doing it. They know how to live. They know how to survive. They're not going to take what we say. I don't think. But this is more for the younger crowd. Get yourself a good knife and carry it, and then put another one in your Altoid tin or your survival kit. And this is just the smallest one that I could possibly fit in here. You know, I have a lot of other ones, but look at that. You can't get it anymore. It would fit both ways. You could fit it both ways. So however you want to fit it, it fits both ways. But I would say this is probably one of the best knives that you can put in your Altoid tin. I just love it. And then I like this thing so much too. I put that in there too. So that takes up a lot of my space. But as you can see, I still got everything in there. And then I didn't limit myself to just the Altoid tin. I built this little thing too. Taped it, waterproof. So yeah, that's my video. For you guys that haven't seen this ductwork tape, extremely sticky, durable, good tape that holds up really well. I love that. That can be used for signaling your mirror. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much more to say. I do really like this, just for the hell of it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna light one of these deals, and I'm gonna show you how this jute works. Just a second. See how that, right? I didn't even make a bird's nest. I just lit it. And I haven't put anything on here. Absolutely nothing. That is some amazing stuff. Highly recommend that. I'm going to put it out for now, but really, really, really good. Really good stuff. Works a lot better if you make it into like even just like this. Like just this little difference here. I'll light that and show you. Just a second here. I just gotta show you what you can do. Here's a match. La, 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 la. Here's my sandpaper. Look at that. See how that lit up? Shit's amazing. Alright. Thanks for checking out my video. Have a great day.